How you doing, YouTube? Matt Massa Beer Reviews back with, honestly, one of the more interesting beers that I've actually picked up off of a shelf recently. And that be a collaboration between Brunswick Brewery, or Beer Works with an IE, so you know they're serious. Never heard of these guys. They're from Canada. And LaTrappe. I've heard of them. So it's a brewery never heard of from Canada doing a collaboration beer with LaTrappe, who I don't think has ever done a collaboration before. Okay, that's what I think when I picked this can up. And this is their Ora et Labora. Yeah. This is a Brunswick Beer Works is a collective of brewing partners with a focus on collaboration and innovation. Fair enough. And this beer, my friends, is a New World. Don't know what that means. New World Double Bock. Okay. Story time in the back here. Let's read that. It says, Handshake Brews for a Good Cause. And it says, the first of the Brunswick Beer Works Handshake Brew Series serves an almighty Moorish New World double bock named Ora et Labora, which translates to work and pray. The philosophy of the LaTrappe monks. Brewed by LaTrappe brewer master Ludwig Swinkels and Brunswick Beer Works brewery ambassador Christian Heimerschmid von de Herde. This collaboration weaves traditional Carson fermentation with mighty malt bill and a unique blend of oak, laurel, Bavaria, and Ontario Newport hops sourced from Americas and Europe, bridging the two worlds of brewing. Brunswick Brew Works, Toronto, Ontario. Never heard of these guys, and got my finger on Toronto, on Ontario. So I picked this up. I'm rolling around, go to this bottle shop on the way home from doing a little grocery run with the wifey, went on a little date. Yeah, we did a date grocery run. What do you want me to say? Went to Costco. How sexy is that? Anyway, on the way back, there's this bottle shop I like to hit every now and then. And they usually have little cool things here, little cool things there, blah, 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 blah. I see this. I'm like, what the hell is this can? I pick it up just because it caught my eye. Not just because the can's kind of cool. Stained glass window, little windmill. So I'm like, oh, okay, well, this is Dutch. And it was in the Euro section. It was next to Rochefort and LaTrappe stuff and all that kind of stuff. I'm like, okay, what's this single can doing here? And I was like, LaTrappe and some weird Canadian brewery. Okay, fine, double bock. I'm sold. Get it. Get home. I didn't even look at the bottom. 2017. It is the 18th of September of 2021 right now. This is almost 4 years old. A 4-year-old New World double bock and a collaboration with LaTrappe. I'm honestly kind of just tickled pink to just even give this beer a chug. It costs $4 and change for a single can. I was like, yeah, whatever. Give it a whirl. Well, what's the worst that could happen? I could like it. The LaTrappe bock, the Koninghovens box, is actually one of my favorite bocks, so I'm kind of curious to see where this comes off. Label-wise, like I said, it is stained glass window stylings with a little windmill. Makes sense to me. That's pretty much exactly like I have. Words are hard. I like my double box, doppelbox to look. It has this rich, maybe just a little bit lighter. I think we're kind of just nitpicking here. Pinky finger. Nice, rich, just north of khaki colored head. And it's just slightly doo-doo brown water kind of thing going on. It just has me all kinds of hot and bothered. So you're talking about age on a Doppelbock from a brewery I love, from a brewery I don't know. Let's get a nose. Caramel, what you'd expect from a couple-year-old Doppelbock. I think this is up there in ABV too, because the Doppelbock's in range quite a bit as far as ABV, 7.5. So it's kind of average. A little, have that bigger, have had smaller. For some reason, I thought it was a little bit bigger of an ABV. Yeah, caramel bread. It's not necessarily just straight up like barley wine level caramel or something like that, or even Belgian dark kind of caramel, but it definitely has this kind of soft doubly vibes in combination with this kind of bocky vibes. So you're getting a soft little lager yeastiness, a nice bready component on it, and this nice kind of lager thing. I already said lager. Nice kind of caramel bready thing with a soft but not negative kind of oxidation. It's almost like a soft kind of papery thing going on here. It has actually a really nice nose. I will say that. Let's just dive in. Cheers. Okay. I'm very angry that I did not drink this fresher. So it's giving me a lot of what I really covet in a Doppelbock. It's giving me those bready caramel notes. It's nice sweetness. Super ultra soft, rich kind of mouthfeel to it. Soft little lager vibes. You do get a subtle oxidative note on this. It's nothing criminal. I actually think it's a little bit of positive. The thing where this really does jump the shark for me, there's a soft tartness to this. A soft tartness. Now you're talking about 4 years old. If this beer was negative or sour, in some way I think it would have just kind of tumbled into something really hyper off the wall crazy. So it kind of makes me think, why am I getting this tartness? Why does this tartness exist in this beer? Is it a hop combination? Is it a water thing? I don't know. So it's not sour. There's just this tartness that's really, really foreign to me. Or, foreign. Really out of place when it comes to Doppelbocks. Even aged Doppelbocks. A lot of these, 7.5%, 8% kind of old world style, even though they call this new world. That's where I think maybe the hops have something to play here. They tend to age quite decently. They tend not get really all that negative. There's something about it. It's just a little bit too tart for me. A little bit too... It's not sour. Almost like kettle sour, if you want to think about it that way. Like almost like there's a little bit of a little bit of Berliner level kind of tartness to this. And that's probably where it's coming from, to be perfectly honest with you. It's not offensive. It doesn't ruin the beer. It's just there. Now, each subsequent sip becomes less and less apparent. But this is fine. It's not like... I was expecting the world on this, to be perfectly honest with you. Not that we go into these with super crazy preconceived notions, but... You're talking about LaTrappe doing a collab on a Bock. I had high hopes. Well, it's a tasty beer and a fun beer, and I think time has done this a little bit dirty, maybe. Not a negative beer, just expecting a little bit more. Shouldn't do that. Go into beer review. You should just kind of drink it for what it is. But yeah, it's a fun beer, tasty beer. I'm glad I picked it up. Let's put it that way. So is this one of the better Doppelbocks that I've had as of late? Even with that conversation being had, with time, understanding that time is a factor. Yes. Is it towards the top? No. But I like it. I enjoy it. It's a very fun experience. Value and availability on this, like I said, paid $4 and change for a single can. I'm okay with that as a one-off experience, and leave you with, if you like what we like this. If you like Doppelbocks and you like this little, if I'm going to kind of relate it to anything else outside of just a Berliner Weiss, it's almost weird to kind of think about when it comes to Doppelbock. Like a little bit like green apple, probably that. If you're not afraid of a subtle tartness in a lager that gives you a nice, rich kind of malty characteristic in a very fun way. Helping hands. I mean, this is definitely going to some kind of good cause. That's not negative. If you like those things, you'll like this. There you go. We're reviewing the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Down there, if you want to talk about it, let me know if you've had this, please. New or recently. That would be cool. Massive Beers. Social media stuff. Beer Massif. Podcasting stuff. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully enjoying a little LaTrappe right now. And Brunswick Beer Works. Hopefully see you next time. Cheers.